All right, it's tool time. I have some new tools. I got these off of eBay. I paid $65 for the set, which I believe is less than half price. So, and they look like they've never been used. I mean, they look perfect. So, what are these? These are called pin vises. So, before we talk about these, let's talk about pin vises in general. So, what is a pin vise? This is what I had before, I had this, which is a double-ended pin vise, okay? They're used for holding very, very small things. And let me demonstrate with this one here. So they have collets in them, okay? So there is a collet, which is a split collet, so you can hold small things. So when you put it in this conical section here, and you have a conical nut that goes on top of it, it squeezes it, and I think you can watch the chuck here get smaller and bigger, right? So that's what it is, and there's different sizes for different objects. So this one, like I said, has replaceable little collets, so you get a set of these. This is nice because you can then chuck it into something and use it, okay? So this might be okay, but sometimes you want to actually use it as a handle to do things with, and that's where these come in handy. A lot of times you have a tiny little piece that you want to run into a grinder stone or actually use it somehow. And so this one has the collets also, but this one has a double collet. And so there's two different sizes, so you can put it in this way or flip it around and change the size. So actually this one tool has 4 different collet sizes in it. And so it's quite handy to just have one thing. Now the disadvantage of these is that if you have a long object, let's see here, let me find a long object. Okay, let's say you're trying to maybe sharpen this bit and you need some way of holding it when you sharpen it, okay? You need to find the right collet size, and none of these are the right size. So this is kind of a pain in the rear, trying to find the right collet size. That wasn't the right side. So now we have to go to this side and figure out, is this the right side? And yeah, I think maybe this side is good. We'll put that in here, and then we can put the drill in here. Yeah, that's going to work. And so the drill can go in the collet, and then I can tighten this down. And now we have a way of holding this. Now the drawback here is that's as far as I can put it into the vise. It won't go any further than that. You can kind of see that in this one, right? It can go in so far, and then it starts to bottom out the other end. All right, so that's sort of where these come into use. These have hollow handles, okay, and so you can put an infinite length of thing in here, right? And so you find the right collet size for this particular drill. And now, now it can fall out the other end, right? It's completely hollow. So if you wanted to do some good grinding, I just did it again, you would maybe only put it in a little ways, right? And now you have just a short little nub out here, and then you can do your grinding or whatever with this. Now, I've wanted a set of these for a while, but they come in a couple varieties, and this is the particular variety I wanted, so that's what I wanted to talk about today, okay? These are kind of want to roll around. Let's take a look at the Starrett catalog here. All right, so pin vises, they have a whole page of pin vises here. So they have, yeah, I guess I can go here. Basically they have 1, 2, 3, 4 different varieties. They have a double-ended one as well, okay? I don't think these have, oh, they do have reversible collets. Okay, so this is the same as that one that I showed you. This is the Starrett version, so it has a double collet on both ends. And this one has plastic handles at the end, so if that's of any interest of people. This is the one you normally see, okay? And I have one of these laying around, but I just can't find it. But it has knurling all the way up and down. So you can grab it and turn it in your hand. And so there's knurling here, and there's knurling here, so you can tighten the two, and then there's knurling in the back, so you can spin it. So lots of knurling. So these are okay if all you're going to do is hold them with your hand. But I want to use them in a different fashion, and then that's where these come in handy, the ones that I bought. So these are the 240 series, and these are the 162 series. So I've received the 240 series. So let's talk about the 240 series. All right, so these also have triple knurling, right? They have knurling here, so you can grab it and tighten it. And they have knurling in the back, so you can spin it. But they have a smooth section right here, and that's what I was very, very interested in. And so let me show you how I want to use this thing, okay? Let's say that I have this, and I want to actually attach it to some type of machinery. Well, I can use something like a collet, okay? And then I can drop this into the collet, and now I have this smooth section here that I can drop in the collet, and I can tighten this down. And now I've basically been able to hold very, very tiny little parts in something like a lathe. This is a lathe collet. Yeah, so that's what I wanted, and that's what I got. So anyway, there is they make 4 different sizes, and so that's what I have here, the whole set. Okay, a new acquisition for the shop, some Starrett Pin Vises. I will get good use out of them.